What's going on, guys? Today I have a new Tarkov video. This is my worst raid on Woods. I know my last Tarkov video was my best raid, and I wanted to share my worst. Because, you know, this might be even more insightful than my best one, given there are plenty of mistakes here that you could learn from, and hopefully not make yourself so that you don't end up like me. Dud. Alright. First off, our main problem with this game that you probably can guess if you followed my videos before, we just entered this raid. We have no idea what we're doing. We no idea what route we're taking. No main goals. We're not doing any quests here. We're straight up like, I guess our mind is like loot, fight. And that's the main issue right now, but it will definitely not be our last. This game has plenty of mistakes. And first off, I want to say, guys, like, if you're playing trios or duos, don't be like us. We're all three are bombarding this house. This house is barely any loot for one person, and there's 3 people in here. All right, so don't be like us. Spread out, cover more area, communicate so that you get shot in the back, but don't over communicate so that you hesitate if there's an enemy, because that's something that happens to us. Right now, by the way, we just got a hand drill, a hideout item that we needed, by the way. So we could have already made like, okay, so let's make an escape plan. You know, like, I have this item that I need. Let's make an escape plan. Did we do that? No. Instead, we were having communication issues, not knowing where we were. So we heard something outside. We got worried. We just heard a scav. We're looking for him. We smell him. My teammates are shooting him. We see him through the fence. Our teammate at the beginning of the game told us we could shoot through it, so we're kind of like looking to do that. And our teammate, he's fighting them. We spot him. Boom, boom. Easy. Not so bad of a start. We already got a quest item. We got some scav kills. We're looking for more fight. And we obviously end up finding more because the scavs here were crazy. They kept spawning. And since we're laser focused on killing the scav, we just completely forget there were plenty around and we run straight for it. All right, guys, looking back on this clip, I could have made a lot of changes right now. I could have held my breath. I could have not shoot while sprinting and not aiming down sides. And even though I got that kill, I had no ammo, like, awareness. I didn't know I was out, and there was a scav right in front of me. The only good thing we did there is that we went in a straight line, not in front of our teammates, so that we don't get shot by our teammates. That's very important when you're playing with your friends, and that's the only good thing about this. Right now, we just used our last smarge, so we need to be aware of that. Like, communicate with the team, bro. I'm out, and it should go as a sign that, you know, you shouldn't be getting into many fights, because you'll see later that this is going to be a recurrent issue. And we decided to operate our arm. We asked for a team to for the CMS, and we're, you know, getting that fixed up. A lot of noise. I don't know if it's worth for an arm. Low-key, I've been having on recent raids, I usually don't operate my arms, given, you know, you get less HP, and I don't think it's worth it. Like, what's the penalty for losing an arm mid-fight? Like, what's the con here? Anyway, if you know, let me know in the comments. All right, another huge mistake we made was not reading the fine print on the item. As you can see, I'm trying to move my AWL because I brought it for my teammate, but I didn't see that items like those cannot be dropped in raid, and I would lose them if I were to discard them. So now we have this item that we can't move outside of our inventory, or else we'll lose it. And it's, you know, it's keeping us from getting new items. You know, it's costing us a lot, which is insane. A mistake. I won't be doing it again. And, you know, make sure you read the item. If it says you can't discard it in raid, you know, don't bring it with you like I did. Right now, the only talk that's going on is maybe we should go back to the house, take some cover instead of retreating. This is our second heavy bleed we're trying to cure here on the operated arm. And, you know, as I'm editing this video, I'm thinking maybe we should always have like a designated IGL for like the raids. Like, not necessarily always the same IGL, but like on this raid, you know, you take charge and you take lead,
and this person is only concerned with us surviving at all costs, regardless of missions, regardless of items, of looting, of scavs, or anything. His main goal is just keep us alive. I'm gonna actually gonna try to implement that. See how it plays out. It should definitely be an improvement over anything else. So then we decided to go back in the house, heal up, drop some heals for my teammate. My teammate had live bleeding. At this point, we're talking about leaving, but it's not like a serious thing. It's like, oh, maybe we should leave. You know, there's a lot of scabs. Maybe we should leave. I don't know why we didn't think of running away as far as we could, given the density of scabs, man. And for some reason, I decided to operate my left arm again. By the way, each time you operate it, it takes, it spawns in with less health. So like, it's gonna have like 6 HP, I think it was, which is super low, and it will only cause another heavy bleed when it breaks again, which will happen. Again, if you guys know if it's worth it, I don't think it's worth it, but yeah, if it's worth it, let me know in the comments because I need to know. I don't think it is. For some reason, we keep on looking for fights. We keep not holding our breath. Oh wait, we actually might have right there. But this guy just tanked all my shots. No teammates were shooting at that scav, by the way. Like, I was the only one shooting, and we could have easily killed him before the scav did some serious damage. I think one of those hurt my teammate right now, and he's asking for our help. So, which is why we're like looking to either finish it or go back to help our teammate. All right. Look at this crazy mistake I'm making. I'm definitely making an angle for myself, but I'm like super exposed to this guy. Like, I could have gotten the same effect of like visibility on this guy by just leaning left on that fence and then exposing a little bit of my body instead of my whole body. But I, for some reason, decided that I wanted to, give him a clear shot to me too. Only fair that if I can see him completely, he can see me completely. But although he's a scav and has aim assist, aimbot, it's literally a bot. I shouldn't be making those mistakes. And the broken arm did its deed again. It got broken again. Heavy bleed. We've used all our resources, and now we're using our teammates' resources. And here's one of the good things, like being not fire friendly, because we know our teammates is leaning into our sides. That's one of the good things. The bad is that we get heavy bleed once again. It is insane. By the way, in that same scav, our teammate got 2 heavy bleeds. So now we got 3 heavy bleeds. I already asked my teammate for one smart. He doesn't have any more. And our third it has 2. So we had to make a choice. Do we give the 2 to our teammate here, or do we take 1 and 1 for our team? At the moment, like low-key, we didn't communicate that well enough, but now that I'm like rewatching the content, I know what happened. Like at the moment, my teammate quickly said, "Oh, I have heavy bleeds too," and we were talking over it. We didn't hear he actually had 2. We just heard he had a heavy bleed. So I took 1 without actually thinking like, "Oh, maybe he should take both and I heal over time." No, we didn't think it. We didn't think it through. He asked our teammate if he has looted the house, and he said yes, and then boom, a moonshine. What the hell? At this point, I know what it's worth. It's like 100k, I think it was, the moonshine, maybe a little more. But what is the logical thing to do when you get those high tier items, right? It's to put them in a pouch. I don't know why. I don't know what was happening that day. I was out of my mind. I didn't even consider it. I didn't put it in my pouch. I could have taken that AWL out. You consume the heals, or drop the plug, the T plug. Why do I need a T plug? And put the moonshine in. So high value items, put them in the pouch for. Oh my god, please. And now we're looking to loot one of the scavs we killed, and it ended up costing our life. And why were we looking for the scav kills? We hoped there were heals there for our third that still had the heavy bleed, but we just end up dying. So yeah, unless you want to end like me, make sure you learn from these mistakes. Even though we got plenty of kills, even though we found a moonshine, it doesn't matter because we died in raid. Our third, which is the only one who survived, our second teammate died, didn't even make it out with good items. He just wanted to escape. So unless you want to end like me, like this, make sure you learn something from this. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.